Today, we're in Big Bear, California, and we're gonna hike the Castle Rock Trail. All right, so we're actually gonna hike to 4 points today. We're gonna hike to a tree right there at the first arrow, and then the second arrow, we're gonna hike to the cabin. And the cabin's gonna be near the Bluff Reserve, which is where we're also gonna hike. And the last arrow is gonna be Castle Rock, which will be our last destination on this hike. All right, so now we begin our hike right here at the map. And the first portion of this hike is going to be through the woods. It's actually going to be wooded 90% of the hike. And there's going to be some uphill incline. But we are going to get a good amount of shade on this hike. And you're going to notice all the rocks on the side of the trail, which help form the path. And there are also some steps along this hike, which is very helpful to help guide your way to your hike or your destination. And of course, we can see that beautiful sunlight gleaming through the woods. We're going to make our way past this enormous rock. And right there is Castle Rock. But before we go there, we are actually going to go visit a tree. And the tree is actually going to be the Champion Lodge Pool, as they call it. And this is road 2N86. So we're just going to make our way on this service road. And here is the Champion Lodge Pool tree. It's a decent sized tree. It's not the biggest tree you've ever seen, but it's a pretty good sized tree. And there it is, just to give you an idea of how big it actually is. So we're just going to continue on to the forest, and we're going to head to the lake, which is the Bluff Lake Reserve, or Reservoir, excuse me. And as you can see, the lake is pretty dried up at this point. Not enough rain, and as you can see, it's pretty much just left in puddles at this point. And now we're on the other side of the trail. And I did come across these two cabins right here as I was trying to make my way to the other cabin, which is the third destination we're trying to get to. But this has a nice little bonus right here for us. You could pause right there and read a little bit more about these cabins. And so we have arrived to the cabin, which is on the other side of the lake. So this cabin's actually pretty cool. It's one of those cabins that they built in the 1800s or so, and you could just tell the way it's architectured and everything. You can tell nobody's lived in this cabin for quite some time. But we'll go ahead and we'll take a look inside the cabin. It's a nice cabin. You can fit one bedroom and a nightstand there. And you can see the lake right there, or what's left of it. And now we're going to head to Castle Rock. We're just going to go back the way we came, passing road 2N86. And as you can see, we get amazing views of Big Bear Lake from this point, and even all around up on these rocks. And you can see down there, there's some cabins down there, and it's a nice, beautiful lake, and you can see the mountains across. And there's Castle Rock. You can see some people up ahead. And of course, the whole way to Castle Rock, you get amazing views. All right, so now we're going to head back to Castle Rock, or head up to Castle Rock, excuse me. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and make our way up these rocks. And we have arrived at Castle Rock. And here it is, Castle Rock. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.